Hey guys, so I've been chasing down a rattle within my car when I'm at about half or more throttle, and it's quite annoying. It turns out it's actually the shift knob, and this is quite a common problem if you have an aftermarket shift knob. So let's dive in and I'll show you guys what to do to fix it. So if you see here, I've already fixed it. You can see the bit of yellow, and that's kind of a giveaway as to what we're actually going to do. But basically what's going on here is the threads on the shaft and the threads on the knob of the shift ball have a little bit of play. And we can fix this little bit of play by putting on something to take up the slack. Otherwise, what happens is even if you tighten this nut down, tight as you can, I mean really tight, you'll still get the rattle. So what we're going to do is use Teflon tape. Now, I've used the yellow Teflon tape. It's a little bit thicker, but you probably have the white one at home, or you can go to Home Depot or wherever and get it. And you're going to want to wrap that around. I'll show you guys a video here of how I actually wrapped it around, but basically it's going to go in the same direction that the ball will thread on. So if we look from the top, right, the ball is going to thread on in a clockwise rotation. So make sure you're wrapping your tape in a clockwise rotation. And we're going to want to wrap a lot on there. So probably 3 to 4 turns, more than 3 to 4 turns, sorry. But you want overlapping threads. So probably overlap 1 or 2 pieces. And then also, if any of you guys have ever wrapped pipe before, you know you don't typically wrap the top of the threads. But in this case, you're actually going to want to wrap all the way up the top of the shaft and over a little bit. You really just want this Teflon to be in everywhere, and that way it'll help stop any sort of vibrations. And I can also show you guys a video afterwards now that I've fixed it and that rattle is completely gone. Anyway, hope this helps you guys, and good luck out there. All right, I am working one-handed, but so if you notice the way I'm wrapping the tape, we want to go in a direction the same that will the nuts will spin down on. That way we don't undo the Teflon tape. And if you keep it kind of the backwards, you see how the thread's coming off on the left-hand side, or the tape's coming off on the left-hand side of the spool. That way I can pull as hard as I want. And I'm trying to get an overlap here of at least kind of 1 to 2 times around. Again, this is not hard with my left hand only, but we're making our way up slowly, but we're also overlapping quite a bit because we want a lot of the sealant tape to be inside the threads to take up any of the lash. All right, so you can see now that I've wrapped this all up. We went around in a clockwise rotation. That way when you put the threads back down, it doesn't mess it up. When this thread backs up, you will mess the tape up a little bit. There's nothing we can do about that because the shift knob has to come down from this orientation. As you can see on the top here, if it would focus, I did wrap all the way to the top, and that is because I think these top corners were actually causing the rattling on the brass fitting within the shift knob. All right, you can see here now I've got this screwed down nicely. This little bit of Teflon tape here, we can take a knife and just clean this all up, make it look good, and then you can even glue this back up, and it'll be a nice setup.